remember the first time when I stepped on the pedal. I love how quiet it is. I love how seamless it is, how it pulls you and that speed and that power and that torque. The favorite features that I continue to love about Tesla is it's the software updates. It's the feeling that, you know, your car is always new.
It felt so safe inside. Everything was set up and everything was so easy. I personally really like using the app as well. I can always check whether or not I need to charge the car. Driving in Hong Kong is pretty hectic. There are a lot of cars coming in and out.
I think it's so hard in Hong Kong to find a peace of mind, no matter if you're on a bus or even with a car with an engine.
With the Tesla, it makes it so much easier, especially with the autopilot on the highways.
It's almost like, to me, it's like swimming. You find that peace and then you can kind of hear that inner voice of yours. You will always remember it. You will always remember that feeling.
Ik ben Franjo de Baats. Ik ben een chocolatier hier in Brugge. Ik maak chocolade al 25 jaar. Ik probeer op het beste uit chocolade te halen, dat is mijn bedoeling. Voor mij het mooiste is toch wel als de klant een smile heeft als hij een chocolatje opeet. Voordien was het altijd wat gesukkel met de koelbox en proberen de wagen niet in de zon te zetten en in de schaduw proberen zoeken. Eigenlijk met een app of Keep Cool kan ik mijn chocolade erin houden. Die blijft mooi perfect op 15, 18 graden. Dus dat is wel een super luxe voor mij. Bij Supercharger leerde ik hotel-eigenaar kennen en sindsdien is hij klant geworden. Meestal de leveringen dus naar hotels of doe ik zelf om persoonlijke contact te hebben met de chefs. Als ik dan een nieuw product of een nieuwe smaak meebreng, die vinden dat fantastisch om even te proeven. Ik vind details belangrijk. Kleuren, de crunch, de bite. In Tesla heb je dan features, autopilots, allerlei leuke gadgets die de wagen uniek maken. Vind ik met Tesla de perfecte match. Als het lokaal is, dan laat ik gewoon thuis met mijn wall connector. Zolang ik met Tesla wagen rijd, hoe minder dat ik eigenlijk nog de superchargers nodig heb. Omdat je gewoon, ja, je komt in een andere cyclus. Ik ga nooit meer tanken, ik laat gewoon thuis. Ja, op alle gebieden is het beter, het is fiscaal vriendelijker, het is proper, het is zero emission, het is de toekomst.
We had no idea how Tesla would change our lives. I wear a lot of hats. I am a producer for commercials. I am a mom.
In the beginning, we just had one car, and we would fight over who got to drive it.
So the rule was whoever was driving the furthest would get the Tesla. And now we've added a Model X to our family. We're a very busy family, so we have to travel a lot every day.
Paige drives a lot. We never know exactly where she's going.
I use my Model X like my office. I do a lot of conference calls. Autopilot lets me do that when it's bumper to bumper. I can put on autopilot and know that we're going to be safe.
Charging has never been a problem.
Todd likens it to charging your cell phone. When you get home at night, you plug in your cell phone. That's how we do it with our cars. I don't think that there's another car out there that gets better the longer you own it.
The performance is amazing. Technology is amazing.
That's a huge testament to what's important to me, for my family.
That's why we like Teslas, because they keep up with us.
And I love that. I'm Paige, and my family is an electric family.
When I got it, thought I'd originally only get 6 kegs back there, but it really is an 8-keg car. I was actually born 10 blocks from here. Studied brewing engineering at the Technical University of Munich for 4.5 years. From the time I was 20 until now, I came full circle. I can testify that the Model X can hold 8 full kegs of beer. Be sure to buckle those kegs in. I never delivered beer before. Now if someone calls up, oh yeah, I'll run it over myself. And it is the best delivery vehicle you could ever imagine. I'd make excuses to go deliver beer. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience to build a brewery like this because the level of automation that we put in and the quality of the machinery. Our brewery is fully automated, so is my Tesla. I love technology as a whole. Autopilot, I'm addicted to it. It makes those frustrating drives and massive traffic fun because it takes over for you. It is fun. It is really fun. I'm Dan Gordon, I brew beer and I haul it in a Model X.
Yeah, I mean, you've got this amazing resource. We've got great sunny weather here in Queensland, and it'd be a shame to waste it, wouldn't it? I grew up in Cairns, and it was really normal to, ride a bike down to the creek and go for a swim, just spend some time in the rainforest. When we were looking for a place to raise the boys, I wanted something similar where they could go out and explore. Wanted a Powerwall, and I was curious about it. I knew the quality of the Tesla car and the product, so we were using quite a bit of electricity with the ducted air. I thought, well, let's see how we can save some money and obviously help the environment. I knew the battery technology was good, but the form factor of the Tesla Powerwall, it has to look good as well and not take up too much room. It looks futuristic. They've spent the time on the design. It'll charge itself on off-peak power, midnight, and tide you over in the morning when you wouldn't be generating solar. It'll look at the weather forecast for the following day, and if it's going to be overcast, it'll charge itself fully on the off-peak power, so you're using the cheapest power during the day. Use a decent amount of electricity, and I've done the analysis myself, and we've saved quite a bit. I reckon we'd save between $2.5 and $3 grand a year. I've always been interested in the science of global warming, even from a kid. I've always been conscious of it, so yeah, it's a good feeling. I've been telling people that now my house runs on fresh, sustainably sourced, local electrons. My name's Clint Luna. I guess you could say my life's fully charged.
I probably have had an interest in cars since age 16, on and off various sports cars. Got very involved with high-performance driving and racing. It led me to be enthused enough that I became an instructor of that discipline for other people. I think any of us that do any kind of performance driving learn you're not trying to seek any thrills, you're just trying to minimize the possibility of something going wrong. I was certainly familiar with Tesla, but knew nothing of any detail. Yes, I could understand the electric and believe it was a very important part, but that didn't come first. The car made measures of performance, beauty, absolute utility, and with those all in mind, I mean, it became very apparent that this car was something special. I would say very few people even give a moment's thought to safety. I guess that's why we call them accidents. Was going on a familiar street, came to a familiar traffic light. At the point it turned green, I went ahead, and then life changed. think if I had a stopwatch, the whole time period I'm talking about would have been 1/3 of a second. All of a sudden, it's this bluish car coming into vision. Our impact was her front end of the car right against my hip. I was barely able to get my door open, and when I did, I discovered that car was so stiff I got off the side of the road on 3 wheels. And unfortunately, she was hurt, had to go to the hospital, but I had absolutely no injury. I was extremely lucky, but part of that luck was being in the safest car in the world. I think the biggest attitude adjustment for me was no longer filtering my view of cars from the point of view of the performance and the handling and the beauty and the things of that kind. It really reoriented it to safety comes ahead of everything else. My name is Jim Hartman, and I survived a significant crash in a Tesla Model S.
The future is our kids, so they will define what it will be. I just want them to know that it will not be oil. It's just a matter of changing the way we are thinking. There is electricity everywhere. Okay, any house has an electricity plug, and no one has a gas station in his home. My father had an electric car. It was not a performance car at all, it was just a car which is not polluting at all. It was a way for him to improve the way he's using energy. My next car will be an electric one, but I need to find a car that I can use in my life every day. I didn't want to buy an hybrid car, I want a full electric car because I believe in it as my parents show me that it's possible. When I got the Tesla, I was able to say, okay, I am part of the electric movement as a Tesla owner. I can be involved in this and make the change happen. I was looking for a job that can help to bring more EVs on the market. We have one project which is working on electrifying the school bus. Kids, when they are going to schools, if they go to schools with an electric vehicle, it's put in their mind that, okay, electric mobility is possible, okay, it works. My son is 11 years old now. They're asking me, okay, where do we start the car? What are the options? And they are playing with the screen on the car. Their interest is inside the Tesla. It's already inside them that having an oil car is not an option. They know that their car will be electric. The first car they want to drive will be electric. I'm very proud of that. I'm Stéphane Pascalon, and Tesla is part of our life since 2013.
You know, I never really considered myself a car guy. I used to have an old sports car, but I got rid of it again. I used to just consider driving a car to be a thing you did to get from A to B. Electric cars have changed my view about that. They're a better way to drive cars. I love technology. I've been involved with it for ages. I was one of the people lucky enough to help build the internet in Australia, and so I got this very early look at technology, and it's really been a huge part of my life ever since. Almost everything I do is about using technology to make something happen that's better in the world. The car has so many things that you would expect from a car built in the era of the internet, a car built in the era of modern computers. What I guess I hadn't expected was that I was getting into something that was like a spaceship. It was like sitting in the future. One of the big things about it is the application that's on your smartphone that lets you talk to the vehicle. So you can remotely turn on the air conditioning, you can remotely figure out where the car is if you've forgotten where you've left it. The thing's been designed to be one smooth driving experience and one smooth interaction. Because the Model S is such a software-driven environment, it does actually integrate with the work aspects of my life really quite well as well. So you get into the car in the morning and your daily appointments are sitting on the screen ready for you. If you want to go driving somewhere, the car already knows where you're heading, so it's very easy to load that destination into the car. The vehicle becomes an extension of you. Tesla are very good at producing a virtuous cycle with their own owners, myself included, in terms of getting suggestions from owners, incorporating them into future software updates. So the car is growing and changing in terms of its capabilities as its owners drive it. It's a lovely thing to feel like the car is wrapped around you and you just think your way around the road. You know, if you buy a conventional car, your interaction with the people that made it has ended at that point. And if you buy one of these cars, your interaction has only just begun.
It's a small town. Yeah, it still has a small town charm, and the people are good people here. The delivery service, people depend on it. You know, they miss it when it's not there. To me, a car is something that just really needs to be dependable for my job. It's my choice, whatever vehicle I want to drive. I can drive a junker or a nice Tesla. I try not to go down the road that, oh yeah, I'm driving a really cool car. That's not part of my personality or the way I was brought up. Reliability is number one. When I deliver properly with it, there's enough capacity in it. I can put a lot of mail in there. My route is around 124 miles. Probably about 80 of those miles are gravel roads. I have 38,000 miles on it now, and the only maintenance I have to do is basically keep it clean. The dust and the stuff, it beats the car up a lot, but this seems to handle it better. I've had many different cars, and most days it'd be around $25, $30 a day in fuel expense. And then I started looking at this and it's like, wow, I can't run anything for $3 a day, you know. It can be snowing out or raining out, the road's muddier. People depend on me to show up and deliver their mail. My name is Henry Nelson, and I deliver mail with a Tesla.